Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 2 of the Walmart Flag Football League. Hello, I'm your host for today's ball game, Daniel Havard, and we have our WFFL Game of the Week. This week, the Walmart Hitmen versus the Walmart Outlaws. And what a game it promises to be. This would be like a battle royale for early bragging rights here in the league. And today's game, we're playing out at Walkai Bluff Park, which is a little bit east of Picayune. The Walmart team's no strangers to this field out here. This is the site of the Walmart War I and Walmart War II, as well as several contests with the Pine Grove Volunteer Fire Department. It's a good field, dry is good. Here's a look at the Walmart Hitmen roster. A little bit of change from week 1. Quarterback still Josh Tarter. He's also the general manager. Wide receiver cornerback Shelly Haynes is back. Wide receiver cornerback this week will be Darren Uzel, a dangerous wide receiver from the Liberty Road crew. Slot back safety, we have Reggie Brown. Trey Short in the slot, Casey Ball and Keith Dardar. And there's the kickoff. I believe by Uzel comes down to Joey Brown. And Joey makes a move there. And we'll see where they spot the ball. Looks like at about the 30-yard line, so bring up first down. There's a look at the Outlaws roster. Starting with quarterback Scotty Davis, Lewis Reese, Anthony Lassette, Nicky Lee, T. Roy Wagner, Alan Wilkes, and Joey Brown, the starting lineup. They have Levi Ledlow as a defensive specialist coming in. So this will be first down for the Outlaws. There's a look at the standings. And there's a throw out there to T. Roy Wagner right off the bat. And looks like he picks up the first. First down for the Outlaws. Just past the 40-yard line. Snap back to Davis. Taking that long, deep drop that he does. He rolls out a little to his right, throws downfield, and he's picked off there by Darren Uzel. A newcomer to the Hitmen roster. Right off the bat, he makes an impact. Right off the bat, Davis throws an interception. So Josh Tarter leads the Hitmen up to the line, sends Reggie Brown out to his left. And they run to the right. Option play, tries to come back around, but big Alan Wilkes makes a stop on that play. And Allen so far has been a pretty good impact player for the Outlaws on defense. Also as a blocking back. Trey Short over the ball at center, and then they decide to huddle up. This Hitmen squad well known for running the option. Bad snap. Tarter comes to his left, laterals back, and a fumble there by Haynes, and then he gets out of bounds right before Lewis Reese gets to him. So no gain on that play. That's going to bring up third down. And a slow start here for the Hitmen. Snap back to Tarter. A little bit of pressure. Head time, throws downfield, and that deflected up. And looked like T. Roy Wagner almost came down with it. Let's take a look at on the instant replay. See how close it came to that. Tarter had pretty good time. Some pass protection there. Heaves it up downfield, long pass, and it goes up. Tipped up in the air. Looked like he may have been going for short, and comes up short, but incomplete. And there's a shot at T. Roy Wagner. So that's going to bring up fourth down now for the Hitmen, deep in their territory. To start the game with that interception by Uzel of Davis's pass earlier. Again, Tarter looks to his left, then comes back to his right. Under pressure from Ledlow, and an excellent stop there by the 6 foot, probably 6 inch Levi Ledlow. Got those long arms, and Tarter tried to get away from him, but he closed the gap and was able to come down with a sack on that play, or perhaps no gain, and it changes the ball over on possessions. So the Outlaws are able to avert a disaster there in that first interception. Davis goes right back to the air. This time he hits Joey Brown. It looks like a gain of about 5 to the 25. You can see that the Outlaws have their plays on their wristbands this week. And you'll hear Davis calling out different numbers. Davis throws back, same direction. This time hits T. Roy Wagner. Gain of about 4 to about 21, so that's going to bring up third down for the Outlaws. And a shot of the huddle. Joey Brown over the ball at center. Lewis Reese coming up to his right. Look like Nicky Lee going to the right. T-Roy in the slot to the left. Anthony Lassette wide out to the left. And there's a delay of game penalty against the Outlaws in that one, so that's going to march it back 5 yards. Still third down. Took a little bit too long to get the ball out. There's a quick snap. Goes back to T-Roy Wagner. He runs to the left, but he did not pick up the first. He's going to be a little shy of the first down. May have gained 1 yard. Got to about the 21, so that's fourth down. Quick snap. This time Davis hits Joey Brown to the left. Joey runs up Anthony's back and gets stopped there at about the, see where they spot the ball. They're going to spot it about the 1 yard line. And that picked up the first. Again, no huddle offense. Davis throws and hits Lassette, but they're going to call that he's out of the end zone. No good. Pretty strike there, but a little bit too long. So that's going to bring up second down now for the Outlaws. Davis calling out the play to his receivers. Looks like he's got Lassette to the left, but throws to Wagner and over his head. A little bit high for Wagner. In the corner of the end zone. Looked like defense there by Tarter. So this time the Outlaws huddle up. It's third down. Again, Joey Brown over the ball at center. Snaps again back. Quick snap to T-Roy, but looks like he may have gained one down to about the 1 inch line. Well, they spot the ball. That brings up fourth down. That Hitmen defense digging in. Brown over the ball at center. Snaps back. Davis throws into the end zone, and he's got Joey Brown. Good for the score. And the Outlaws go up 6-0 here early in the ball game. And that Davis to Brown touchdown pass. Looks like they'll be going for 1. In the WFFL, you had an option of going for 1 from the 10 or going for 2 from the 20. They go for the 1-point conversion. Davis, a little bit of pressure from short, lobs it up into the end zone and knocked away by a host of Hitmen. And so that makes the score. The Outlaws 6, the Hitmen 0, and an early lead there for the Outlaws. Kicking off for the Outlaws is Anthony Lassette. And driving kick down to about the 18 or so, and then Uzel gets back to about the 25, maybe the 30. Between the 25 and 30, looked like Lassette, the kicker, was able to come downfield and make the stop. They're going to mark it about the 27-yard line. Of course, the Hitmen like to run the option. This play, he lobs pass over, flare pass to Brown, who picks up the first down, stopped there by Reese. Looks like a gain of about 15 yards to about the 38-yard line, so first down. Now they're in Outlaw territory. A little dump pass there from Tarter to the old man, Reggie Brown. Snap back again to Tarter. And again, a little dump pass off to Brown. And again, makes some good yardage there. And looked like Reggie tried to hurdle Lassette, but then it doesn't quite have the jump he had when he was younger. And But another gain of about 15 down to about the 23. So 2 quick dump passes and about 30-yard pickup for the Hitmen. This time Tarter goes up the middle and looks like he may have gained 1. Tarter, of course, holds the Walmart record for most yards in one game rushing, 158. Last week in game number 1, he ran for 100 yards against the Extreme. He fakes a pitch there, goes to his left, and he goes down the sideline and gets past Joey Brown at the end for the score. So just that fast, Tarter, 21-yard touchdown run, ties this ball game back up at 6. That's what Josh can do to you. He can run and he can throw. If he doesn't see a receiver open, he is not likely to stick around long. And he can do some damage with his feet. They're going to go for the 1-point conversion. As I was saying, last week the Hitmen beat the Extreme 60-12, and that pass complete. Crossing pattern there for Haynes for the 1-point conversion. So the Hitmen now up 7-6. And again, the Outlaws 6, Hitmen 7. And the game last week, the Hitmen's 60-12 blowout of the Extreme was so bad that the Extreme folded. And there you can see one of the former Extreme players, Lewis Reese, who was picked up in the dispersal draft by the Outlaws. The 3 remaining Walmart teams had a draft of the Extreme players and were able to bring those teams into their respective clubs. So, Hitmen jump up 7-6 on the Outlaws here early, first half. WFFL action. Looked like maybe Casey Ball. A high kick comes down to Lewis Reese, who immediately gets stopped by Reggie Brown, and that was a great coverage play there by Reggie Brown at about the 25-yard line. So that brings up first down for the Outlaws and quarterback Scotty Davis. Snap back, Davis under heavy rush. A short, heaves the ball downfield and just a little bit too long for Joey Brown. So that pass incomplete. And the Outlaws needing a victory today. They came up short last week, having been beat by the Rage. Again, you see Davis looking at the arm. The wristband that he has plays and numbers on there, and he calls it out to his players. Again, heavy rush by Short, throws the ball downfield, and he completes that one to Marcus Morris, a gain of about 30 yards. That's going to pick up a first down about the 25-yard line. Davis able to find his open receiver after a heavy rush by Short. Well, that's one thing we noticed about Short last week. He goes that all out all game long. Again, Davis sidesteps, throws. This time he hits Anthony Lossett. Looks like a gain of about 8 yards to about the 17-yard line. Davis calling out his play to his receivers using the no-huddle offense. He's got a first down. Behind by 1. Here's a snap. Again, pressure by Short. This time Davis is going to run to his left. And he falls down and gets tagged there by Short, who didn't give up on the play. But a gain of about 8 to about the 10-yard line for Davis. Not known for running, but he picks up 8 on that play. Davis is one of those guys who will stand in the pocket, quick release, wait till the last second to get the ball off and find open receivers. But he is capable of running. This time he rolls to his right and is sacked that time. Let's take another look at that one. Short stretched out on that play and was able to come up with the stop. And you can see Short right there coming in with pass rush. And an excellent stop there, full extension of his body. Davis had a receiver, it looks like open in the corner of the end zone. I don't know who that is, but he didn't get the chance to throw it. Short was all over him on that play. That's going to bring up third down for the Outlaws. Davis, a graduate of Hancock High School. And another one of the proteges of Irvin Favre. There's big Darren Skipper on the sidelines. We don't know who he's a protege of. He's serving as defensive coordinator as well for the Outlaws. And there's a throw to Wagner, and he drops the ball. That could have been a score, and you don't see T-Roy do that very often. Let's take another look at that. Known for having excellent hands, T-Roy was picked up just this past week by the Outlaws. Here Davis in the pocket, throws, and right off the hands of Wagner. And as we said, you won't see that very often. And Wagner a little disappointed in himself. That's going to bring up 4th down. You see the ball right inside the 20. Joey Brown on the ball at center, and Marcus Morris lining up as a tight end to his right. T-Roy in the slot to his left. Tries to stop Short from coming in. Pressured, but the ball might have been tipped. I don't know if Short or the other rusher got their hands on the ball, but either way, goes as an incomplete and change possession on downs. Davis so far 7 of 12 with 1 interception and 1 touchdown, 81 yards passing. But here's Tarter's turn. The 7-6 lead. Tarter over the ball at center, snaps the ball back to Tarter. Tarter throws out to, looks like Haynes. Haynes does some quick stepping there, and a gain of about 11 yards to about the 30. And picks up a 1st down. That Tarter to Haynes combination, very deadly last week for 3 scores. And this time Tarter hits Uzel. Gain of about 13 to the Outlaw 37. They go with the no-huddle offense. Brings the team back up to the line. You see the ball spot about 37. Tarter over the ball center. A little bit of a jump on a Short up in the top, and heave pass there for Uzel overthrown. Looked like no flags in the play, however. And that's going to bring up 2nd down for Tarter and the Hitmen. Again, you can see Haynes wide out on the right. Tarter in the slot, maybe stepping up. Looks like we got another player there, Lonnie C, coming into the ball game. Having some trouble with his belt. There's the snap. Under heavy pressure from Levi Ledlow. Tarter evades the rush and hits Reggie Brown. Brown gets down to about the 17-yard line, gain of 20. The old man had a big game last week. Gets off to a good start this week. That makes it 1st down for the Hitmen. Their snap back to Tarter. Tarter rose to his left. Throws to Uzel, who gets about the 4-yard line, gain of 13. Let's make a 2nd down. So Tarter starting to get in a rhythm here on offense. Had a little pressure trying to come in that time from Alan Wilkes. Looks like the Outlaws like to rush Wilkes and Levi Ledlow in rotation, sometimes both. Again in that I formation. There's a snap back. Nicky Lee coming rushing from his right, and it looks like a stop there by Wilkes. Tarter made a short gain, probably about 2 yards to about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3. Brings up 3rd down. Tarter at center. Reggie Brown looks at tight end. Now it's Casey Ball. Here comes Wilkes putting pressure on, and a sack there by Alan Wilkes on Tarter. Let's take another look at that one. First, Wilkes comes right, makes a spin move. Tarter can't find anyone open. And then a diving stop there by Wilkes. He can move pretty good for a big guy. And the former Picayune Maroon Tide star puts the stop on Tarter, brings up 4th down. No huddle offense. Tarter over the ball at center. Again, we see Lonnie C up in the slot on the right. Tarter rolls to his left. Throws into the end zone and has a wide open Shelly Haynes. That's Shelly's 4th touchdown catch so far this year. There's a snap going for 1-point conversion. Tarter throws for Darter and knocked away by Joey Brown right at the last second. Excellent defensive play by Brown. But the Hitmen go up 13-6 over the Outlaws here in the first half of your WFFL Game of the Week. There's a kickoff by coming down to Lassette. Lassette makes a move back to his right. Makes a spin move, still on his feet, and gets stopped at about the 37. Looks like Darter made the stop there at about the 37. So an excellent run there by Lassette. Brings up first down for the Outlaws. Lassette comes out wide to the right. Davis rolls to his left, has time. Now under pressure, steps up, throws to Lassette. A little short crossing pattern, and looks like a gain of about 13. There's a flag on the play. This one's going to be called back. I'm not quite sure of the call, but it'll be a 5-yard penalty, so it backs it up 5 yards, but still first down. Again, going with the no-huddle offense. Davis calling out his play. Each player has a wristband that has the plays. They check it out and see what patterns to run. Over the ball at center, Joey Brown has Marcus Morris and T-Roy in the backfield with them. Under pressure, Davis sidesteps, throws, hits Lassette again, and Lassette's off to the races. Good moves there, and there's no flag, so that's going to be a score. 48-yard touchdown pass, Davis to Lassette. The Outlaws are back in this ball game. That makes the score the Hitmen 13, the Outlaws 12, and the Outlaws going for the 1-point conversion. There's a snap back, Davis in the pocket. Pressure coming from short. He throws the corner end zone. The cameraman lost the ball, but that was complete for the 2-point conversion to Lewis Reese. Sorry, 1-point conversion. That ties the score up 13-13. About midway here in the first half, Davis now 8 of 13, 1 interception, 1 conversion, 2 touchdowns to 96 yards through the air. And that kickoff, it looked by Wagner, comes down to Short, and Short makes a short run. And no huddle offense by the Hitmen. Ball spotted about the 37-yard line. Snap back to Tarter. And Tarter makes a short run. We'll have to see where they spot that ball. If they're going to say it looks like they're going to mark where he crossed the 40-yard line, picked up the first down. So a gain of about 4 yards there for Tarter. And it'll be first down. Snap back, throw out to Haynes, and somebody was all over that play. Haynes didn't make anything, or lost about 4 yards. I think that was Wagner and Reese doing the damage there, and they stopped Haynes for a loss of about 4 yards, so they're now back to about the 37 and second down. No huddle offense. Snap back to Tarter. Tarter, a left-hander, rolls out to his left. Under pressure Wilkes, but he makes a good gain there. Stopped by Lewis Reese after a gain of about 14 yards to about the 30. But again, it's going to bring up third down because they had already picked up the first down. They went back behind the 40 with the loss. So Even though they went back across the 40 this time, it's still 3rd down. Snap back to Tarter. And he gets sacked for the 2nd time today by Levi Ledlow. Loss of about 7 to the 37. That's going to bring up 4th down. Again, no huddle offense. Tarter over the ball at center. Short coming up in the slot to the left. Looks like Haynes wide out to the right. Tarter doesn't take as deep a drop as Davis does, but he moves away from Levi, throws the ball, lobs it up deep, and it's picked up intercepted by Nicky Lee, who gets stopped there, but an excellent interception by Lee. It looks like they're going to spot the ball about the 21-yard line. And Tarter may have put a little bit too much air under the ball that time. So the Outlaws get the ball right back. Tarter now 9 of 13 for the day. 1 interception, 1 conversion, 1 touchdown, 94 yards with 38 yards rushing. And Scotty Davis and the Outlaws. A quick pass there. It's Joey Brown. Stopped by Tarter. Gain of about 4 yards, about the 25-yard line. Davis again calling out the play. Another windy day. I think throwing into the wind, that last play, ball got caught up in the air. Air got under the ball and kept it up there, and it was intercepted. Little dump pass there from Davis to T-Roy, and T-Roy's coming down the right sideline, and he's still going. He looks like he's going to go all the way. T-Roy Wagner scores for the Outlaws. And what looked like was going to be a short gain under pressure. Davis threw a little dump pass. So that's going to look good on Davis's stats. A little sidearm dump pass. Looked like about a 55-yard touchdown out of it. Wagner got the ball and just took off down the right sideline. I don't believe he was even touched. Showed some good speed there. 2-point conversion. Davis fires, and he hits Lewis Reese. And the Outlaws go up 20-13 on the Hitmen. Here getting late in the first half, and they're looking Reggie Brown and probably the rest of the Hitmen a little bit of shock. Because in this league, you let your guard down for 1 second. That's what happens. Take a second and go back and see if we can look at the score there by Mr. Wagner. Here they line up. You see pressure coming from short, a little dump pass there to Wagner. Makes a good side step there to get away from Marcus Morris, and he's down the sideline and gone. T-Roy Wagner. T-Roy, no stranger to Walmart football. He also had scores in Walmart War II. Covered a lot of ground. Good speed, good hands. And again, the Outlaws 20, the Hitmen 13.